To the Ninja Turtle sting.
Be advised. Systems operation compromised. Security lockdown protocol in effect.
He's okay. I've never used a gun before. I'm sure I just grazed him. He'll be okay. Do I go back?
My crowbar go?
No, I can't. Nothing's there for me. Nothing at all. Oh, Joyce.
Have you ever seen doors like these in sewers?
Yes.
Looks more like a prison or a bunker to me. In fact, I'm not sure these are sewers at all. They don't smell right. There should be a moist stench, but these tunnels smell like burnt copper? Oh, come on. Who built this place?
Oops. That was a practice. Ow. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, what fuck. This is stupid. First try. Fuck. Win.
This thing's busted pretty bad. Patching it up might release the magnetic clamp locks on those heavy doors. But where could we find a band-aid?
We already found it. It's right there. Electric nipple clamps. Let them go.
4 quadrant centers, 8 service stations, 12 switches, cables. Chernoska anthill. Entire system connected. Deadman switches triggered. Accessible from here.
He was always older than his years. Always fascinated with the connections between things. There's poetry in instruction manuals, and art in electric circuits. He built his own dynamo at the age of 12, then set out to connect it to something.
Yeah, this is where we entered the goddamn sewers. What the fuck? But I opened that door with the crowbar, didn't I?
Falling is a gentle thing until the end. The idea of her last thoughts will haunt everyone here, because even now there are crimes too abhorrent to consider. Horrors that surpass the very death of the world. Falling is a gentle thing. For all of us.
Not for me. It just respawns me. I'm some sort of deity, fucking substrate independent monstrosity. I can't be stopped. It was this way. Or no, this one. Yeah. This was locked before.
Hey guy, how are you doing in there?
Terrible, thank you.
The bucket is full. Well, balance it on your head for 5 minutes and I'll give you a new one. You know, when the Sarge told me to address the unrest, I thought it would be the worst assignment ever.
An underground gulag. There are scratch marks on the bars.
Doesn't sound like very strong bars if human nails can make scratches. Just saying. Haven't seen Ninja Turtles or nothing yet, though. I could go for a pizza dough. That'd be sweet.
Movement in the sewers. Multiple signatures. Military personnel must be. Breached automatic lockdown. Threat to security. Surveillance. Emitter. Emergency action required. But response team no longer available. On me then.
Why is this fucking air? Who the hell put a tire swing next to the edge of this cliff?
Mom has been arguing with Pavel a lot, but she won't say why. She won't tell me where Mommy is either, but I heard her say Mommy's name yesterday.
Mommy's dead.
She was crying. I want to watch the stars, but it's always cloudy.
You should jump off the edge, little boy. Mama would be very proud of you if she could see how well you can fly. I'm the Necroxix in the sewers. Rawr. Don't actually know why I'm down here, but, why not? What the fuck is this? I call this room.
This is strange, but it seems somehow relevant, don't you agree?
To what?
I think it's out of order, which should hardly surprise us. Like a soda machine when you're really thirsty. Well, let's see if we can't find a way to get it fixed.
I'm not a mechanic. Fuck that. I'm a frequency scanning machine. That's what I do. And I do it
Simple
well.
grid, disassemble device, simple process, if undesirable, no choice. Military, opening wrong doors, system at stake. Can't raise head office on radio or the mountains. Alone. My decision.
Oh, we don't have a dildo. God damn it. Stupid fucking... Wow, that took him forever to get up. What the hell?
Marius Grigori. Lead engineer, Atlas Park Quadrant. Inventor of the MT-16 Bogatyr system. Level 4 clearance. That is Pavel and Salma, sure of it. And the child, Salma's daughter? Her name, Joy? Impressive to have made it here. But why?
This is
Were
the
they
worst part.
informed
I don't
about
have a
Park?
key to this. Or the... I don't
No
know.
longer sure about staff integrity. Can't risk it. My responsibility.
I don't know what the combination is to this. So far, it seems to be just military, goes around, there's drugs. That's about all I know. Hey, wait a minute, what is this? Now it's broken. Fucking hell. That way-ish. Oh yeah, to the door that had the keycard, no? Which is somewhere. I don't actually remember everything. Never mind, it's right there just as I knew. It's always where I want it to be. Every time. I make an illusion that I don't know. Oh, fucking hell, what? What? Oh, that's stupid. Just fucking figure out what that stupid item is. Exploring has never been a good idea, ever. Man, my frame rates are getting annihilated.
With absolute certainty it was him. Would know that voice anywhere. Why the girl? Can't have been intentional, no motive. Salma's girl. Rio's girl. Salma here and Rio? Confusing. No sign of the effects. Must have a plan. No choice, really. A meter, a threat. Must disable power grid first. Bright side, Salma will have a chance. Last little mercy. Atlas Park Quadrant, dark. Chernosk, safe. Project discontinued. Now to hide emitter component, finish the job. Code 2044. Must remember.
This
Never
installation was
forget.
his pride and joy. He stayed at his post through the storm and kept the machines running and the data ticking. And then he shut it all down to save us from it, and it from us. I wonder what it feels like to amputate your own sense of purpose.
Feels good. Oh yeah. Hey, it's the dildo. I mean the coil. Dildo thing. We actually know where to use it too. Oh, there's more arrows. Okay, all that stuff is way the fuck out there somewhere, so we need to get down to the sewers. And I don't remember how. Never mind. See? I knew where it was. And I think we had to get there this way. Ish. Or is it that way or that way? I think it was this way actually. Aha! Master of fucking directions, Necroxix. Ta-da! Use it. Or, now what? Can't interact with this thing. Oh. I did
Be
something.
advised. Operational status restored. Lifting security lockdown.
Sweet. Start the reactors.
There we go. I'm not sure what you did, but I feel different. Do you feel it too? Like 100,000 voices at the back of your head?
Yeah,
No?
that's the drugs kicking
Maybe it's just
in.
something I ate. I think we're done here, though. We should move on now.
It's been all those drugs you took, dude. Now, where the hell was that grating on the floor that we saw? think it was just all the way down this way. I could be wrong, but hopefully I'm right. And there's just so much fucking walking around in this walking simulator.
Repair the bridge?
Yes, fix
Why?
it. Fix it.
What's the point
Fix
when we
it.
can't even clear out that tunnel the military messed up?
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
Welcome to Depression Scenic Tours.
Depression.
If you look to your right, you can see the end of society. On your left, more of the same. Please keep your belongings close and try not to get murdered.
Oh, this is a
If you
great
see
tour.
something, say something.
I don't see anything. Can I say that too? This is a great fucking tour. And it got us away from that stupid park.
This train doesn't seem to be in working order, but it's the only one here.
Fix it.
Since our destination lies outside the city, we best find a way to get some repairs done on this old beast.
Fix it. Why don't we just go by foot? Just follow the railroad tracks. Probably be faster than to fix the damn train, wouldn't it?
Marcus, you were almost clean. You didn't need that dirt. Your back stopped hurting years ago. Some stranger dangles a needle in front of your eyes and you dance.
Dance
Drop your
puppets.
tools and walk away. What will you do next time you run out? What will I do?
Kill yourself.
This was the pride of Chernosk's railway, its heart. Grunbach Memorial Station, a stunning proof of concept. More recently, this is where people came to flee the city. I wonder if the trains are still running.
No, they're
Look
not.
at this place. There must have been masses of people fleeing right at the beginning. Takes its toll on the grandeur. Still, I think there's something here that's a bit more recent. Want to have a look?
No, not really.
Shana, look, some of the new people brought 2 bottles of wine. They want you to have it.
Me? Get some mugs and share it with the others. Make sure everyone gets a taste. We all need it.
There you go.
From Mrs. Savinsek with sympathy. That's what the mechanic said when he dropped it off. At least I think he said that. He looked half asleep. Sympathy. Ha! Canned fruit and powdered milk. The sympathies of an oligarch.
I can't believe my luck. I was all out. I think Benno was hiding some. And then she shows up. A whole box. And all I gotta do was a little bit of nothing? Take the key, lady. Take it. And thanks.
Take your key and shove it up your ass.
They first fled to these high places because they thought it might be a gas of some sort, heavier than air. They remained here because it was easy to fortify, because the others didn't follow them here.
Wait, did he just say the gas? What? I was too busy not paying attention. Hey, it's Disneyland. Built on I-beams. Disneyland. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why you gonna not be able to jump for shit? Seriously, what the fuck? There better be a fucking staircase on the other side of that.
All this subterfuge crap is getting on my nerves. What are we waiting for? More desperate assholes from the park?
Yes.
We're the ones with guns. She wants to do the whole surprise thing. We out to just shoot them.
He's perfect. A specialist tool with none of the usual limitations. A weapon, just waiting for the right hand. The military gave him some semblance of discipline. What will the wide open world do to him?
It will kill him. Hopefully.
Can you hear it?
Nope.
The drone of the equipment, the hum of the crowd below. The calm, steady voice announcing departures, arrivals, and inevitable delays. How alive this place must have been when people knew where they were going.
Willing to bet nobody knew where they were going. Go over there, no,
Dear Station Master Venno. Such fine language, but I get it. Asking like it's a favor, but there's really no choice. All that's missing is the horse's head. But Marcus, he's already said yes. Okay, so departure at 9, cargo for Eagle View and a few passengers, with time for unloading and routine checks. Let's say 10 hours. Train should be back here by noon tomorrow.
Unless the pilot falls asleep. Or... what do they call them? Conductors, I think, right? People that are... that pilot the... planes. Going out that way somewhere really far, maybe. Oh. Damn, this building's not symmetrical. Is up there somewhere somehow. Got to get stairs.
She's bought us a couple of sad little men like a pound of flesh. Fine, we're gone. But I'm putting it all down here in ink. And I'm leaving the journal. Go to hell, lady.
Yeah.
He spent his entire adult life in this station, watching the trains come and go. Could never imagine any other life. Told himself that he wasn't afraid, just content. And
Trains are my
perhaps
life.
that's true. But I think he was finally ready to buy a ticket for himself.
This is my life.
Can you get these posters up? It's information about how the trains are running now that the Eagle View folk keep going back and forth.
But you told me to refill the lubricant on train 2.
I told you that yesterday. What have you been doing?
Drugs. Obviously. Wait a minute. This doesn't feel right. There you. Crap.
I have to be on that train when it leaves. Don't care who else goes, even if it's the bastard and a bitch. As long as I get home, they'll get theirs in time. But the longer we stay here, the more people will wonder what's in the bag.
What's in the bag, lady?
The architects who built this part of town really didn't give much for the idea of accessibility, did they?
Check out my overclock CPU fan. It's aftermarket. It's really big. Not this way yet. I think I came from here. I wanted to go back to the station because I think there must be another way. Fuck. I'm not lost. I'm not lost. Yet. We're going that way somewhere. Or there somewhere? I swear to fuck if this is locked. Safe.
You know how airport bars make excellent business off of people's fear of flying?
No.
I'm not sure it works like that for trains. Then again, look at where we are.
The key to the Tinker's storeroom. Gotta hand it to Mrs. Sav. She really thinks of everything. Told me to guard this with my life. For what she's paying me, I'll make it anyone's life. Maybe Patrashko's. Or that screaming bitch over by the benches.
Yeah.
Repair the train, she says. I'm already repairing the train, I say. No, she says, I want you to almost repair the train. Gotta say, this is the first time I've ever been asked to almost repair something.
We'll just use some yarn for the brake cables. Maybe like a piece of fishing line. There's some conspiracy going on.
And Opa!
Opai.
A chimp could get the train running now.
If it could get inside your workshop, which isn't yours anymore. That's it then? You're running her errands now?
Relax, I'm done. And besides, do you see anyone else actually, like, paying me for doing this crap?
Your employer, maybe?
What excuses did he give himself? That his mind was clouded? That he is small and the world so very big? That his need was great, greater than that of the many? Or did he never need an excuse in the first place? They came from all over the city, fleeing the violence and at the same time chasing humanity's oldest conviction, that the next place will be better.
Yeah, the afterlife would be totally better.
They value things over people. You see that cargo over there? That caravan?
Oh.
You think that spare a thought for you when they have treasures to count? It's the same as it's ever been. Property is the darling of the rich.
Just have to remember what we were doing. Anyone remembers that might help. Forgot about this little mini game.
Are you crazy? You stole a box of cigars? Yes, I know, and I understand. But for God's sake, we need them to believe that we're just loud and stupid. They have guns. They have all the reason in the world to keep us here. Use your brain.
Mino brain computing power, yeah. Yeah. Let's go that way. It was the constant holding of the shift key, I think, that was making my left hand sore yesterday. I may have to trim that nail. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Why is there no doors or anything? That's stupid.
They keep streaming in like rodents, some from the park, some kind of violent incident. Now they're abandoning ship, not even trying anymore. That new man, Bodrov, will be useful. But the others... Then again, who knows?
I know. I know everything. And by everything I mean pretty much nothing. Hey, dynamite. Porta potty dynamite. Fuck yeah.
You know you have to. As long as there is a way back, they won't dare to move forward. And time is running out right between our fingers. You have to make them desperate.
Desperate to what? Have to use the bathroom because you blew them all up? Now there's like only one left somewhere and there's a long ass line. Only the rich people can afford to pay for it and shit.
Used to call them a protest group. Then they raided that warehouse and they were upgraded to radicals. If things had kept going that way, I'm sure they'd eventually be terrorists.
You're a terrorist.
I still remember my first day, blockading the road down by University Point. Education for all was pretty plain, as slogans go. But it was a peaceful protest. No time to be peaceful now. It's all coming down. But I don't know if I can.
I need to go up. That lets me go down. I need to go up. There's a staircase somewhere. I specifically remember that there was a staircase. But maybe it's been... Nope. Oh shit, there is no staircase to that one, is there? Unless it's up this way. I don't know. I don't know. No. Ooh. Wait a minute. Ooh, yeah.
I need you to appreciate the importance of my work, Miss Abramski.
I need you to shut the
Is
fuck
it
up.
more important than people? Than lives?
I am rebuilding society. Do you have anything to contribute to that? Anything at all?
Nothing.
You'll be better off here.
I have nothing.
This was meant for central bank. But I think the others would approve.
I have a contribution. Here you go. That'll shut him up.
No way back now. All I have to do is wait for the others to realize that. Savinsek has been reaching out to us. Perhaps she can be spared. As for the others, well, a revolution cannot be civilized.
She said the ends justify the means, yet she hesitated. Perhaps because she knew in some secret corner of her heart that in the eyes of some, their means could come to justify their end.
Maybe she was just afraid that she was too weak to actually pull the push lever thing. And then she thought she'd look like an idiot. How do I get there? I think I need to go this way to do that. There's probably a faster way, but screw it. Too little, too late. That way.
The treasure vault. Medical supplies, seeds, electronics. Everything you need to build a new home.
No computers.
And rule it.
And no internet. And all you got is a
It was
stupid
Mrs.
cactus.
Savinsek's idea to check the greenhouses. Bless her. Some of these plants can be cultivated in Eagle View and used for food and medicine. I used to love gardening.
What? Let's make fun of them. Fucking gardeners. Yeah. Yeah. Do whatever you want.
This is where the morphine case came from.
That's morphine.
Someone opened this crate, took the morphine,
Wasn't me.
and gave it to the mechanic?
Wasn't me. There you go, mechanic.
Judging by his glassy eyes, he's been using it himself. But he's too slow and dull to have stolen it without getting caught.
Maybe he was in pain.
Mrs. Savinsek, could I please trouble you for your signature on these employment contracts?
Indeed. I must say, however, that I cannot quite understand your insistence on such due process now that the courts and bureaus are gone.
Order will return soon enough.
No,
Eagle View must
won't.
be a land of structure and sound legal practice.
This snail must go. Otherwise my hand's gonna get sore. Rest in peace. The sacrifices I make for you guys. Nobody knows my problem.
So the park didn't work out. Not that I ever thought it would. They called it a refuge, but it's really just another graveyard waiting to happen. Shame about the guys, though. They weren't all shit.
Shame about your mama. She was a bitch, though. Something there, and it looks like stuff over there.
9 years I've been
Easy.
with Savinsek, baby. 9 years. And you know why? Because I'm the best.
Impressive. You know, I think Savinsek might have a crush on Mr. Patrashku.
A crush? Baby, she hates him. Let me tell you about Mr. Spaff and Mr. Patrashku.
How old are they? Talking about
I had
crushes.
hoped to run into some people with specialist skills. People who could make a true asset for Eagle View, but there were none. No botanists or surgeons. We'll have to keep making do with those who seek us out.
And those who know how to Google up how to do
Crates,
surgeries.
bundles, and boxes. A meager shadow of a financial empire, but it will be enough. Enough to repair what we have failed to save. Just so, I must not dwell on the lost. I am blessed with the aid of good friends in my mission.
He was born into money as the heir to a fledgling empire. It had all started out as a small dishwasher manufacturing company and an investment in Chernosk's future. He kept a photo of that first dishwasher on the wall in his office. But he never knew what it's like to be small.
Short people world problems.
That's right, sir. The repairs are almost done. I just need a little more time.
And a
Very
little
well,
bit more
but you've been
morphine.
saying that since yesterday. Please be aware that my business is urgent.
Of course, sir. Of course. It's just some loose engine bearings. It'll be done right quick.
There we go. There we go.
Mr.
Got it.
Patrashku, please listen. The bridge is out. We're trapped. And Savinsek has turned against you. She's been working the crowd up and getting your guard on her side. Please, just look at the notebook Shana gave you and listen to this recording.
No. Don't tell me what to do. Do whatever I want. Until I get lost, and then you can tell me what to do.
Bring this notebook to Mr. Patrashku. I know how things look, but he is not your enemy. I'll
Oh,
be
yeah?
there too,
Wanna bet?
and we'll make this work. Please trust me.
Never.
Signed, Fedorova. She has been kind to us so
Fedorova.
far. But what's in this notebook that's so important?
Is she named after a Linux distribution? It's kind of silly, no?
No, this can't be right. Why would she keep the train grounded? Says it's almost fixed. Anyone could make the final repairs, but the workshop is locked up. If it stays that way, we're stuck here. And Mr. Patrashku doesn't know.
Maybe he doesn't want to know. Oh, fuck. Oh, sweet.
This came from Mr. Patrashko's cargo. His logo is right there on the lid. Medical-grade morphine for Eagle View's infirmary. So,
there's no icons left.
what was that mechanic doing with it? Did he steal it, or did he just find the box? And where's the morphine itself?
It's in his bloodstream. Pretty sure.
Shauna's going to distract Savinsek, keep her occupied, while I get this door open and start the power back on. If her people do their part, we're getting out of here. If I'm fast enough.
If I do my part, I'm gonna wreck a bunch of bitches. Where am I going? Let's do it. Do it. That's it. That's all I got
She
to...
broke down the wall. How about that? Do you think it'll last? Or is this one of those truces that live exactly as long as the purpose does? Mind the infinite societal gap.
Damn. All she did was knock the door... Well, the chain that holds the door down. That's not much of a wall, yo. Don't touch. Fuck you. Maybe don't touch because it's out of order? Not that I really remember which one it was, but I think it was on the opposite end of this. See, there's something that way, or maybe that one over there. Okay, must be the one over there then. Let's go the upper way. I think it'll be faster. I have reason to believe it may be faster.
It's good to see you, Tanya. I was beginning to think I might be the only one left. What's that you got there?
It's a symbol. The swallows may be gone, but I've moved on. Found a new family, one that means something. You should come meet them. See for yourself.
Maybe. Listen, Tanya. You remember the plans for Central Bank?
No.
Well, I still have the package, and I figured maybe I could use it. Here, right now. Come, let me show you.
Okay, where do I want to be going now? Time, maybe that way. Now you can start telling me what to do, ma'am. Oh yeah, take us this thing, no? Well, we're fucked. I don't know what to do. Or rather, I don't know where to go. Wait, where was that other... That door... That was inside this building, right? Maybe there's still something else in here that I didn't spot. Oh. Did you see those mad box jumping skills? Uh-oh. I don't think this is where I was supposed to be. Crap. And we're gonna be stuck. There we go. But now what? Shit. I think that journal thing's gonna tell me shit. Just a simple little marker, or even somebody saying, go that way. Go towards this. Go towards that. Oh, nope. Inventory's empty. Okay, so... I guess we're screwed. There's nothing else left to do. Unless there's something underground.
Overheard the guards talking. They've locked the grate. My bag. I have to get it back before that train leaves. Perhaps there's another way down?
Okay, that doesn't do anything.
A few years ago, an old man was killed by a steel spike that fell off one of these elevated bridges. The city issued an official apology to his family, then sent people out to slap some glue on every railway spike in the city.
Your husband died. Sorry. My bad. I really don't know what else to do. There's no objectives. There's nothing else to interact with. I don't see anything obvious or fucking ill. I'm just gonna check that train one last time, and if it's nothing, then I'm done with this.
Simon made this for me before we left Eagleview. Said it was something to remember him by. He's all I want to remember now. But if I forget, it's like they die all over again. So I think of them all the time. But Simon must never know.
When everything changes like this, does life go on? Can you even be said to live the same life as you used to? Fedorova has walked the path of the gun for a long time, but for very different reasons.
Screw this game. I don't know what to do or where else to go, so screw it. This walking simulator is over.